Example number 2, the given equation is y squared over 25 minus x squared over 64 is equal to 1. So again, first thing that we need to do is we have to determine the equation of, or the form of the equation of the given problem. So this equation can be written in the form y squared, that is y squared over a squared minus x squared over b squared is equal to 1, wherein the negative sign is at the variable x. So it means that the hyperbola is vertical. So when we say vertical, the graph should be like this one. The upward and upward, or the branches should open upward and downward. Now, the second step is we have to determine the values of A, the values of B, and the values of C. So in the given equation, it is already given the value of A squared. So that is A squared now is equal to 25, this one. And then B squared is equal to 64. So we have to square root both sides of the equation. So square root of a squared is a, square root of 25 is 5. That is for the value of a. For the value of b, get the square root both sides of the equation. It is b is equal to a. To get the value of c, we have to use the formula. C is equal to the square root of a squared plus b squared. So c therefore is equal to the square root of a squared is 25 plus b squared, which is 64. And 25 plus 64 is 80. What is square root of 25 plus 64? So the square root of 25 plus 64 is, ayokong magkamali. So that is the square root of 89, which is equivalent to approximately 9.43. So 9.43 or 9.4. Okay? And we have now to get the values or the different parts. Again, our value of A is 5. The value of B is 8. The value of C is the square root of 89, or we have 9.43. To get the foci, since the given equation is in the form x, anong form na equation natin? So we have y squared over a squared minus x squared over b squared is equal to 1. Since vertical po yan, it means that the foci is at the y-axis. Ibig sabihin, ang value ni c ay ilalagay natin kay y-coordinate. So the foci should be 0, positive, negative, the value of c, which is the square root of 89. Okay? To get the value of, or the equation of the transverse axis, ulitin lang natin yung sulat ng 89. So, it is the square root of 89. Get the equation of the transverse axis. Pag sinabi nating vertical ang graph, ganito po yun. So, vertical din ang ating transverse axis. So, pag sinabing vertical, it means ang ating equation is x is equal to, madadaanan na value ni x, that is 0. Location is y-axis, okay? And then the length is 2a. So, when we say 2a, that is 2 times value of a, which is 5. That is 10 units. Okay, then next is we have the conjugate axis. So when we say conjugate axis, the equation is opposite ng ating transverse. So y conjugate sa graph ay ito siya. Okay, perpendicular to our transverse. Horizontal, ibig sabihin, y is equal to 0. And then location niya is nasa x-axis naman. Kabaliktaran ni transverse. Length is 2b, so that means 2 times ang b natin is 8. Therefore, it is 16 units. Mas mahaba ngayon si conjugate. And the co-vertices should be kabaliktaran ni vertices, positive, negative b, which is 8, 0. Latus rectum is, we have the equation, same siya ni foci. So, ang equation natin is, ang latus rectum natin ay magiging horizontal, no? So, nandito siya. Graph muna natin. So, ang latus rectum is nandito. Nasa foci. That means, ang magiging equation natin is y. Positive, negative, equals positive, negative, the value of c, which is the square root of 89. Or, y is equal to positive, negative, 9.43. The value of, in decimal. Next is we have the direction. So, nasabi ko na kanina, pahiga siya. So, horizontal lang ating latus rectum. Length is 2b squared over, ano ang 2b squared natin? 2b squared over, okay, the formula of the latus rectum is 2b squared over a. So, when we say 2b squared, that is 2 times b squared is 25 over a, which is 9. I say 8. Eh, 8 ba? Oh, mali. 2b squared is, ang b squared natin is 64. O, diba? Mali. 2 times 64 over a, which is 5. 2 times 64 is what? So, 128 over 5. That is the length. And then, we have the endpoints. So, it's b squared over a naman. So, it is positive, negative b squared over a, comma, positive, negative c. Then, we have now positive, negative b squared is 64 over a, which is 5, comma, positive, negative, the square root of 89. And then, the asymptotes will be y is equal to, kabaliktaran, magiging, since ang ating asymptote ng horizontal is y is equal to positive, negative b over ax, ang magiging rise naman natin ngayon ay a. So, positive, negative a, comma, b, over b x. So, ibig sabihin, that is y equals positive, negative, a, which is 5 over 8x. Next is, we have the directrices. Ang formula ng directrices ay y is equal to a squared, which is 25 over positive, negative, 25 over c, the square root of 89. So, ibig sabihin, ang magiging equation natin is 25 the square root of 89. So, 89 over the square root of 89. Eccentricity is, we have c over a, the square root of 89 over 5. What is the square root of 89 over 5? It should be greater than 1. So, the square root of 89 over 5, it is 1.88. Or, let's say, 89. Approximately 1.89. That is the eccentricity. Construction is, since vertical yan, si B ay magiging x coordinates, A magiging y coordinates. So, B is 8, 5. Next is negative 8, 5. Then, cy naman negative 8, negative 5. And the other one is negative 8, negative 5. So, those are the vertices. Now, let's proceed to graphing. So, in graphing, we have to get the latus rectum. So, dapat alam natin kung gaano kahaba yung latus rectum. So, compute natin, ang endpoints is 64 divided by 5. 64 divided by 5, it's 12.8. Ito, 12.8, tapos square root of 89 is 9.43. Kailangan natin to para ma-graph natin. So, we can use, since medyo mahaba yan, gamit tayo ng Vitus. Vitus na lang tayo para hindi ko talaga nilagyan ng numbers kasi baka nga mahaba. So, let's say, nandito si 0, 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, negative 2, negative 4, negative 6, negative 8, negative 10, negative 12, negative 14, hanggang negative 12, 2, negative 4, negative 6, negative 8, negative 10, negative 12, negative 14. Tsaga-tsaga lang. And then, sa taas naman, it's 2. Lagyan ninyo ng label. Label, 2, 4, 6, 8. Kasi hindi ko ma-identify kung anong point or anong value ni x yan. Malay ko ba kung yan ay 14. Okay? Now, let's plot the vertices. So, positive, negative, 0, positive, negative. Anong natin? Ay, wala pala, no? So, it should be 0, positive, negative 5. Same with foci. Okay. Hindi ko nalagyan. So, plot natin. Gamit tayo ng positive, negative 5. So, nandito siya. V1. Tapos, V2. Foci natin is, nasan daw ang foci? Of 9.43, and negative, positive, negative 9.43. So, it's here, 9.43. So, nandito. And then, 9.43. Diba? $9.43. Okay. Then, parang mali yung isang point natin. Dapat, ay tama pala. So, graph na natin ay latus rectum. Kailangan natin ng latus rectum. Positive, negative 12.8. Tapos, 9.43. 12.8 daw. So, 12, 13. Nandito siya. And then, nandito. Tapos, 12. Siyempre, hindi pwedeng maging 13. Probability. Okay, now let's graph. Gamitin natin ang purple na kulay. So, upward and downward yan. Should be here. And then the other one is downward. Okay, then next is we have to graph the asymptote. So we need to get the co-vertices. So, ang co-vertices natin ay nakay positive, negative 8. So, CV2. CV2, ito naman ay CV1. I-construct rectangle. So, it's here. I-graph nyo pa din. Pagdating sa ating worksheet is, kailangan ninyo i-graph ang asymptote. Para practice makes perfect. Tsaga-tsaga lang. Okay, next is, connect the vertices and the center. So, let's use blue. Take note, dadaan siya sa ating center. At hindi po siya madadaanan ni hyperbola ng ating branches. Then, next is this one. Medyo humaba yung ating broken line. Okay, those are the asymptotes. Next is the lateral recta. Graph na lang natin. Then, the other one. Dadaan siya kay foci. That's it for the graph of our problem number 2. Hanggang example number 2 lang kasi video pa ako ng vertex na H, K. So, ito yung graph. Pwede i-screenshot as your references. That's it.